fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a team from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Hokies ready to get this thing started and open the season. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The offense lining up for a first down play. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like we just talked about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Bringing it back, it's Heath. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Mason. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Pulls it in. It's Green. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
At the 40, there he goes. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Hokies look to keep this drive humming. Running back searching for a hole. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
That's caught. It's Mason. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Brian.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these 1st downs any way you can. Sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thompson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Mason. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of the stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They knock him down right there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He's taking the shot. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
He's looking to throw it. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, Jesse, I like to joke that the tight end is always open. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Let's see what they've got on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He wants to pass it on second down. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
He'll try the left side. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Off play action. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They'll try it over the left side. Tough sliding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs two more on fourth down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
Time to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro.
Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Here's the handoff. Got room at the 35. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
Quarterback checking the play. On second down, looking to throw. He'll take the deep shot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone, it's Keith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking for space, it's Mason. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. The short hands, it's Mason. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. If you catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
He'll bring it back. It's Heath. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Here comes the offense on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. It's Adams. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get to it. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On second down, he's looking downfield. Hit as he throws. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Green. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. Fair catch called for and made. Get another look at this Hokie offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Showing off the arms. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. The Hokies are in the hurry up. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Hokies will punt this one away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
You know, I think if I'm the quarterback, I'm probably not throwing at this linebacker anymore. That's now already his second pick in this game. He's been doing an outstanding job in coverage. I think if you're the QB, you got to start avoiding him.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Swings it out to his running back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Dances away to buy time. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
On the return, it's Keith. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. Gets away. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Makes a move. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quick strike complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Auburn going to work with another first down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Virginia Tech 24, Auburn 14.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here we go. They'll throw it on 1st down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
On the move, it's Mason. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. This might depend on the spot, but I think he's going to come up just inches short of converting that 3rd down. The Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll call for the fair catch here. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Bounced off his feet.
These guys aren't human beings. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Williams.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
He wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he'll make the catch at the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now. I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. On the move at the 30. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. They want that clock to run. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. And the Hokies getting set on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I like aggressiveness. Listen, you go out and get those first downs, you salt the clock away. But when you choose to throw the football, it better be high percentage. It better be easy throws. It can't be a turnover. Now my defense has to come out, make this stop for me, and save the game.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Lizzie.
They want to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Passing situation, what do I want to do? I want to bring more guys that can cover guys on the outside. Nice job by this defense, running the dime package, more DBs on the field to match up with all these speedy wide receivers.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Auburn. They move on top here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Stanford unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks there on the farm of what things were like when Bill Walsh and David Shaw were in charge. An A-plus performance from the Cardinals. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
To the air on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Offense in an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters, every second matters. Really good job by the quarterback, dropping back to pass, scrambling around, getting the first down, and also getting out of bounds to save precious seconds as this one ticks down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Mason.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game, and he's playing his best football right now.
He's back to throw on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Virginia Tech, number
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the clutch late score that almost certainly will be the game winner. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And if you list the priorities here, Jesse, first thing, get your kicker into his comfort zone.
It's a balance here between being conservative and being aggressive. You know that a field goal obviously puts you in a position to win this game, but, David, I don't hate being aggressive here either.
No, I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not leaving it up to my kicker if I have a choice. I trust my offense. I make the plays I know I can make. I watch the clock, but I stay aggressive.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On second down, looking again to throw. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Steps away to find some room. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.